Hey, welcome to a new vlog. Your favorite customer experience guy, Dominic here. I've taken a break from making these, but I'm back. I said I wasn't going to do them on a very frequent basis because I wanted to, focus on other stuff as well. So there's an update. Business has started to pick up. As you see, spring starting to come alive. So has business. It started to, pick up. People needing Zendesk and whatnot. I'm in the final process of hiring a salesperson because I was talking about wanting to hire somebody to do BDR. So business development, and I have found a really nice guy and really nice person, and I'm in final talks with them. Fingers crossed it's going to happen. Yeah, I think it's going to, but yeah, you never know, actually. You never know until it's actually signed and done. I was talking about getting funds to get this person and potentially doing like a Web3 finance, or to maybe talk to Zendesk to get some funds. So I went for the latter, like asking Zendesk for some funds, and I got positive feedback. They said, yeah, we're looking at the area and we see that there's big potential there. I wrote a proposal. They said no, go figure. It's okay. I've been going through so much shit lately that whatever, this is just business as usual. Shit happens and it just doesn't end, I guess, and that's fine. I'm not upset or anything, because whatever, that's not who I am anymore. I don't try to take offense, I just try to understand, okay, what can I do better? Is there a lesson to be learned? I don't know what the lesson is, because they haven't told me, like, hey, we don't like how you made the presentation, we don't like how you handle business, we don't like how you do webinars, we don't like how you make YouTube videos, we don't like how you handle clients, your business, whatever. So I didn't really, get some feedback like, hey, this is what you could do in order to maybe, get funds the next time. I am actually reaching out and saying, hey, okay, it's fine, no worries, but what can I do better? What can I learn from this? Is it just my face or can I do something better? If it's just my face and you guys don't like it, fine, man. At least in my head, it's going to be a closed deal. Like in the sales world, it's like a prospect says like a definite no. No, I don't need it. I was like, cool, makes sense. And I'll leave you alone, right? So if they say it's your face, I can get it, I get it, and I won't, make any head movies, Kopfkino as it's called in German. I won't make any movies in my head about getting funds. I would just say bye-bye. I'm actually in front of the gym, so I'm going to go for a swim. Done. Anyway, so that's that, it's okay. So there's nothing wrong with it. I'm still hiring this new guy with funds from Zendesk or without them, whatever. I'll manage, it's fine, because I really need this person. I'm not an outbound guy and I don't want to, keep flagellating myself because I'm not. I just want to get somebody that is that type of personality. And by the way, this guy's an ENTJ, so a commander, assertive commander. I don't know if I told you, but somebody from Zendesk seminar that I went in Dublin, she had a speech, Emma Turner, I'm going to show her picture here because she suggested that, hey, you should get somebody with this type of personality because they're more assertive and they take rejection lightly, not as intense as I do, for example, because I'm an architect. That's my personality type. So, just get somebody who is ENTJ. I'm going to show it here so you know. This is more directed to sales. And on another note, I was thinking about how fun would it be to create a podcast with Zendesk's ex-CEO, Mikkel Svanje. I'll show his photo here. I always do this. I imagine conversations in my head that never take place. And he would ask me like, what do you think about where Zendesk is and how it was in comparisons to, I don't know, when he was still CEO. Well, it's definitely not as fun. Zendesk is now mostly about sales and product, which is still good, right? Creating product and features, that's amazing, that's great, but doesn't solve everything. So the fun stuff that Mikkel Svanje used to do, among other things, there's two things that I remember that made me relate. He appeared in conferences and he was having his keynotes in pajamas, like his pants. He had pajama pants, which was super fun, super goofy, and very relatable. I was like, man, I'm also goofy. It's part of who I am. It's part of my personality. And it's ridiculous to say that if you're not wearing a suit, you can't concentrate. That's bullshit. I do much better concentration if I'm in my pajamas. Like some of my best ideas come in the shower when I'm not wearing a suit, spoiler, or when I'm just casually walking to my house or getting a bottle of water, or I don't know, it's not usually when I'm at the computer or presenting some stuff. And another thing that Mikkel used to do, he used to make these fun commercials, like ads, which were fun. I'm going to show one so you can see what I mean.
So what do you want to watch?
Doesn't really matter. You never like what I pick anyway.
It's because you always pick space crap.
Sorry, I think space stuff is cool.
Space is cool. I never said space wasn't cool. Come on.
And those were fun. Jesus, those were cute and funny and, presenting a product. Zendesk wasn't where it is today. It didn't have these features that it does today. And it's come a long way in a good way. So I'm not taking that away from it, but it used to be fun. What I'm trying to say, or where I'm trying to drive my point, is that not everything that a company does changes it for the better. In this environment of cost cutting and selling and getting new business in, you ignore the asymmetrical things that make people like a company, like some marketing stunts, like for example, like Mikkel did with those, appearing in pajamas and making those fun ads. That's the stuff that made me have a livelihood today. That's what got me to say, hey man, this is actually a really cool company and I want to learn more and I don't know, just fast forward to today, I have my own business, I have a portfolio of clients, I resell Zendesk in Romania. Most of my client service business is in the English speaking world, but that's still like 90% of my revenue. So what I'm saying is I built a livelihood on the relatableness, that's not a word, on the fact that it was relatable for me to, that I liked the CEO at that time, right? So I am now, just still following in those footsteps of what it used to be. What I'm trying to say is that if you remove these asymmetrical marketing and fun stuff in a company, and you just leave in the business growth through sales and cost cutting, you eliminate the fun stuff, which doesn't make people relate so much to the company. And to this point, a lot of our customers come and say, hey, we're here because Zendesk support doesn't get back to us. And just recently, I had a call with somebody who's hopefully going to become a client from the US that said, hey man, they just eliminated my accounts, and I had like a full day of panicking because nobody was getting back to me. And what this client had to do was to dig into their emails that they had exchanges with Zendesk with people that used to work at Zendesk like 10 years ago, because they're really old client of Zendesk, and they call these people, and these people didn't even work for Zendesk, but they helped, like, oh, well, let me put you in touch with somebody. Gave this guy a phone number, and this guy called. He got it sorted within a day, but support from Zendesk wasn't able to help. So they were just like, they put in a robot, AI robot, in front of this customer to deal with themselves, to deal with them, and hoping that it will get sorted. Well, this kind of delicate thing didn't get sorted. It didn't get escalated to somebody else, and it was really urgent. So anyway, this guy solved it, but by using anything else other than what Zendesk provides as its basic support. So it is very ironic that a customer experience company offers a bad experience to its customers. So I think this is due to the cost cutting and making it efficient and growing to a level where it's too bloated, too big to fail, where you can't do anything fun anymore. All right, so what are you trying to say, Dominic? I'm moving around in circles and just chasing your own tail. What I'm trying to say is, like, am I saying this Zendesk is the only one? Hardly. No, it's just like one of the millions of companies that reach this level and that go through this kind of change. What I see is, like, when you are in this cost cutting and sales-driven approach, you forget the clients, you forget who's actually paying the bill, you don't give them a human experience, and these people just, you stagnate as a company, you stagnate, and your competitors do something to appeal to people on the human side, on the fun side, and people switch to that competition because it's more fun, it's more human, and people like that. We're still not robots, we're still not going to be robots for a number of years. Maybe our kids, maybe my kid, the 2-year-old, maybe, but he's nowhere near to becoming a consumer yet. So until that happens, I hope that doesn't happen, by the way, for him. I would very much pity him if that were to happen. But anyway, it is what it is. But until that day comes, we're still going to be people that have needs, that don't function well in isolation, that don't function well without human interactions. And yeah, that's a customer experience in a nutshell for you, the asymmetrical type. I'll see you soon. So here's a sneak peek of my interview with this guy. His name is Tiberiu, and funny thing is we have another Tiberiu in the team, so we have two now. Oh God, it's going to be a fun team meeting.
I hope after 14 years of being abroad, my English should be better than when I left Romania, and obviously living in England is where I've actually developed my English, so I can probably speak with 3-4 accents right now, but I prefer mine.
Ah, so satisfying to tick that as done. So we had the final call with this new hire, a BDR, to help us with sales, and we ironed out all the details. They signed and all good. I need to celebrate this victory. So just got a coconut water. Cheers. Victory tastes good.